Tonight we're learning new details on a family homicide in Warner Robins. Police found 34-year-old Crystal Gilbert dead in a home on K Drive. Right now, Gilbert's boyfriend, Brandon Diaz, has been charged with her murder. Today, Elizabeth Hunter went to Warner Robins to find out more about the victim and what may have led up to her death.
Just as we're getting a new year started, to already be able to say that we've had our first homicide case is disheartening.
The first homicide of 2026 is a family violence related case. After 2025 saw 14 family violence related deaths, Houston County District Attorney Eric Edwards says this was a tough call to get.
Definitely a gut punch that early in the year to see this sort of thing happening, especially coming off of a year where we were hoping to make some strides with just the amount of family violence we'd seen.
Edwards says Crystal Gilbert and Brandon Diaz were boyfriend and girlfriend and lived together at his home. He said Gilbert does have a daughter, but she was not at the home when she died. Warner Robins Lieutenant Justin Clark says they found the couple after a family member asked them to conduct a welfare check.
At some point during the night, there was some alcohol involved, some arguing that culminated in Mr. Diaz stabbing Miss Gilbert.
Clark says he stabbed her once with a knife. He says when officers arrived, they found Diaz unconscious on the floor, presumably due to intoxication. Houston County Coroner James Williams says no matter how many times he sees domestic violence cases, it never gets easier.
These crimes being committed by someone that's supposed to, care for you and love you, it can be heartbreaking to see.
Williams says Gilbert's body will be at the GBI Crime Lab for an autopsy next week. In Warner Robins, Elizabeth Hunter, 13 WMAZ News.
Now again, this is the first family violence case in Houston County this year. In 2025, 14 of Houston County's 17 homicides involved family violence, more than double the usual rate, and the third highest total of homicides in the last 30 years. Now, to try to combat this growing trend, the Sheriff's Office launched an anonymous tip line with Crime Stoppers. They're also working on a new app that should be launched by the end of February. And if you aren't in Houston County, there are resources across Central Georgia that can help. There's Crisis Line and Safe House in Macon and Wings in Dublin, plus the Rescue Mission of Middle Georgia and the Salvation Army.